Hey guys, welcome to a retro movie review of Small Soldiers.
It's gently retro.
Gently retro.
20 years retro.
It's nostalgic. And I think one of the most well-represented things in this movie was this nostalgic overtone of like the main bad guy soldier dude. Who's played by a very famous actor that I don't know.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. See, he knows. And he's like constantly giving out like patent, like, it's not what your country can do for you, it's what you could do for your country. And all these one-liners that are like major points of a lot of 90s war movies. What do you think about this non-stop stream of war movie like
propaganda
headliners? It's just like the last
all the hits.
All the hits. That's all his dialogue is, like all the hits to all of these like World War II, like Saving Private Ryan kind of movies.
All of it.
Just you watch that and you're like, man, I didn't know.
If you're trying to get inspired for warfare,
yeah,
that's Small Soldiers by Joe Dante, also the director of Gremlins.
So, and another thing that we were doing was seeing if like these graphics in this movie held up, because this was a technological wonder back in the 90s that I don't think anyone really saw.
I was amazed.
Yeah, but it was underrated, or it was really just this weird movie back then, which I thought really held up well. I mean, there was obviously some showing of the age of this movie. A lot of the times there was like some really bad shit that happened. Actually, it was pretty terrible. But there were some good things too. Like, what was your favorite?
I mean, just the overall look of the movie. I mean, I'm pretty much down for any movie that features a main character that is just trying to get the girl in the neighborhood, and he's like not that cool, and tells people to shut up a lot and listens to a lot of Nine Inch Nails, questions reality, watches a lot of videos, reads Thrasher magazine. Like, I know, it's pretty much how I fill my time.
Yeah, so it was very relatable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think it really holds up to today's youth, or like youthful adults, where it's like question reality and let's listen to some more 70s classic rock. Like let's talk about Led Zeppelin, guys, and how amazing they were.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. So this is I think it really holds up. Like, you could take that character and put him into our reality now and like see his house actually look exactly the same, right? Because the stuff, the spirituality in that home, like the random pieces, the little bits of questioning.
Phil Hartman was not spiritual,
No,
at all.
But like questioning the government and like what's real. I mean, he works. He's like 12. He's like,
yeah,
and he works in.
He's working for a living.
He's working for a living. And his dad's like toy store. Like, his dad owns a toy store, a hobby shop. That's what he does. Like,
struggling toy store owner.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Just trying to make some money, Dad.
That's right. Like, his kid is like taking out that anxiety on his actions. Like, the kid is coming up and lighting schools on fire and just trying to get attention, and trying to be.
He's lashing out.
He's lashing out because he's getting a lot of tension. His mom just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
She just dresses up in weird costumes.
Each day, each one is different.
Yeah, I don't know what she does. I think she plays tennis in one scene of the movie, and that's
it's never really talked about.
No,
I don't think she wants people to know.
Mm-mm. She had like a big bow tie. I thought she may have been like a wizard's assistant. No, a magician's assistant. Yeah, very much that kind of style of costume, but like never explain what she does. She just had a costume on 1 minute. We don't need to know. What else?
I mean, you know, you don't need to see something for it to be there.
Exactly. Like, just like the theme of the movie. We could kind of make up whatever we want.
Yeah.
We could, so, like...
It's just life quotes versus war quotes. In that little gray area.
We could, like, meme the whole movie. Just
inspirational poster right now.
Inspirational poster after inspirational poster of these, like, sound bites of a nation...
Gorgon.
To go to Gorgon, and like what is being a Gorgonite, and how does that affect you as a living being when they create this artificial intelligence, and then they're like, you guys want to go home and they want to kill you, like you're supposed to hide. And being programmed to think about that allows them to have that like faith that there's something better than there is here, where the soldiers are really driven by a goal of killing the Gorgonites, and they don't bother with the notion that they're murdering other living beings, but they are happy.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're happy.
so I mean, I guess the Gorgons are unhappy, and they're seeking happiness.
Yeah.
In something.
Well, I mean, they're looking for, you know, like some kind of like Valhalla, but with still being alive.
Yeah, they're like a living paradise.
Yep.
And it's in the future. It's not in the present. So in the present,
it's on the outskirts of whatever Minnesota town that Small Soldiers takes place.
And
so Canada?
And like they're gonna
Canada.
But at the end of the movie they go and find it. It's like validating that that's a good way of living life. And I don't really believe in that. This is kind of where this went.
Just gonna roll your boat.
Yeah, I mean, why not be happy in the present, doing what you're doing? But then, if you're murdering people, that's bad. So, like,
just raiding
Hartman's
garage for equipment.
Yeah, like little chainsaws and stuff. That's not really healthy either.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, just to bring inanimate objects to life, you just throw, you know, an egg beater and a television in a crock pot, and you like get some black lights, and that's
bam.
That's it.
Munitions chips. so that's the best part I think about this movie is that this guy develops munition chips to give intelligence to rockets to blow themselves up. So you're really generating life as we know it to destroy itself in the pursuit of something that it doesn't understand.
Yep.
That guy was a nut. Crazy. Why would you do that?
Can't play God.
They can't play God.
Can't play God.
Like, if this was any darker, if this was written by, like, Stephen King, those little toys would have took over. And, like...
Darren Aronofsky.
What a fucking...
But I wonder what Joe Dante's doing these days. He's probably living off royalties from Small Soldiers.
Yeah, those sweet Small Soldiers of royalty checks.
It's a classic.
Well, it was bought by... wherever we watched it from. Was that Netflix?
Yep.
Netflix has that, so he got some sweet Netflix money probably coming in for his creation.
Bring it on.
Anyways, so that was a lot of talking about this really deep, fucked up movie from the 90s called Small Soldiers. You should check it out. I don't know if it's good.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Do you think it's good?
Like, for a time, I mean, I saw it when I was 11. And we grew up on it. So there's definitely the nostalgia factor that I don't know, that might be blinding me, but you know, it's like an hour and 10 minutes long. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, I really think that the music holds up pretty well, except for the Britney Spears thrown in there.
Spice Girls, sorry.
Spice Girls that gets put in the main scene of the movie. They're like, oh, we're gonna go hit it up with some Spice Girls. But a lot of classic rock to rock out to when these toys
young teens listening to classic rock.
It's true, in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that worked out. I think there's some practical effects that look pretty good. Yeah. That look like pretty good. And then there's some like just
They dabbled
generated
with CGI.
Yeah, the dabbling with CGI. I mean, I still don't know if it really holds up. Like
That
even
was-
the movies that we were
That
making
was still,
today.
you know, tampering with sacred ground at that point in 1998. Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to make a movie for its time instead of making a classic. And
For merchandising.
yeah, for exclusively for merchandising for Hasbro. And they were going for a money grab, but I still think there was
In the
some
process, you know, throwing out a little inspiration.
So I think it's worth a rewatch, to look at it in eyes of an adult, seeing how destructive we were creating ourselves to be. All right, that's Toy Soldiers.
Small soldiers.
Small soldiers. See you later.
War's hell.
Bye.